What's going on, guys? This is the Tyrant here. Gonna take on Chaotic Darkness. Chaotic Darkness is the last boss I beat before I started the YouTube channel. So that's kind of a good landmark, if you will, for me. But I've seen a lot of requests on the Facebook page I'm part of to like, how did you beat him, and this, that, and other thing. And the big thing is that sometimes people get caught up in what the wiki says and what the wiki says to do, but sometimes like you don't have to get like you don't have to stick with such a strict build. When I first started playing this game, I didn't have all the equipment that the YouTubers that I was watching had. And there's, like, the people that are watching this video right now, you're not going to have all the equipment that I have. You just got to make it work with what you have. And obviously, if, like, it's just, like, blowing you out of the water every time, it's just not your time to play it. Senzar does a really good job just to advocate for someone that does believe in being able to beat pretty much anything with anything. He does a good job of usually playing with 3-star, 4-star guys. Like, he really likes Timothy and stuff like that. And he'll usually bring a 5-star base friend. But he's usually using TMRs and maybe a 2 or 3 STMRs or something like that that like a beginner wouldn't have. So like it's a tad deceiving, because it sounds like, oh man, a budget friendly person can play this. Well, kind of. And he always prefaces it. He doesn't try to like he's not trying to deceive you. I'm just saying that, like, people that recommend him sometimes don't say, oh well, he had this really busted STMR on the unit, so sorry. But anyways, the point I'm trying to get at is you don't have to have that stuff. STMRs are not must-haves. Obviously, if they're extremely accessible, sure, it's a must-have. Like, because you have to have a tier system there, because you want people making the right decisions when they're using the like super trust mastery tickets to get the 100% super trust Moogle and all that. I still haven't used mine. I'm gonna hold off until probably a little long because I don't need one. I have a fair amount of STMRs already, but let's go ahead and get into this. Using Sacred Shield Charlotte here. She's equipped for 80% auto draw attacks because she's got Moogle Plush on. My logic here is that most cover abilities are under 80% proc chance, and they always go off. Like, it's really rare that like it doesn't go off. So 80% is pretty high. That's every single target. 80% of the time, it's gonna go off. So it doesn't. It's not like it calculates it at every hit. It's not 80% all overall. It's not like you're definitely gonna get 20% of the hits. That's not how it works. It's something important to take into account. But that's that. The only difference here is I'm using Emperor's Ring instead of what was I using before? I think I was using like Fairy's Cloak or something. I just would rather her get a little beefier. Because if I had Fairy's Cloak on her, she'd have some more resistance or something. No, that can't be what it was. It was the key, Eureka key. It was one of those two. This is the same setup. Beach Girls is the one STMR on there. And then obviously Emperor's Ring is STMR. Myra, I just got her mic stand today. It's not necessary. I just want to take it for a spin, if you will. We get Item World tomorrow, so I'm going to be running that thing through it. Because it's pretty good. I wish to all my fans had like the data here of what it does. So I don't know how I'm gonna figure that out in game. I'm using Lunar Parasol. The way I had her set up before was Bowie knife with 100% high tide on it and Holy Wand. But I'm changing the setup just because I changed a couple other things. I was using Sophia's Hairpin instead of Snow Bear, but I have that on Elena. Noelle's Legacy, I have that instead of Hero's Vow Light, because that was one thing that was like harping on me the whole time. Was like she just kept dying to things. And the reason why is because she had like negative dark, so like it was like an auto kill. So now she's sitting at just neutral dark. So I'm not really gonna be concerned with getting super high dark resistance on everyone, because I did it last time like that. She had like negative 60, I think, percent dark last time, so it's not a big deal. Sylvie, this is the same build except for I have Planet Whisper on there instead of Hero's Vow Light. So same idea as what I was just going over with Myra. Myra, units closed, STMR, Shortcake, obviously an STMR. If you have access to Shortcake, like if you can get that with your Super Trust Mogul, do it. Like that thing's one of the top tier STMRs easily. Like it does so much. It has high spirit. You get 10% spirit on top of that. It's a ribbon, and it has a refresh on it, and 2 limit bursts crisp per turn. Like it's doing it does a lot. So right now she has that. Myra gives her 1, so it's 3. And Moonmaker like buffs 200% when the battle starts. I think that's all. Anyway, it's not important. Sylvie, normally I have her about 700% high tide, but I took off the lights at Heroes Vow Light, so I think she's sitting at 650 right now. Yep. Dream of the Faith STMR, and that's it. She has the bowie knife, the high tide plus on both of those, and Lust Dagger has 50% inherent, so that thing's 200%. Okay. Lauren, got her STMR. I just got Wilhelm's STMR the same time I got the Emperor Shear's STMR, which is kind of funny now that I think about it, because both of them are from Zoldad. That's really cool. The Fire Country. So just built for durability, not damage. Just want her to survive, so she's constantly breaking your opponent. She's got, 700 defenses and spirit's a lot, and obviously next to 22,000 HP is insane too. So there's some players that can't even get their tanks that high. So that's something I highly recommend for when you build support weapons, to really try to focus on HP, and sometimes spirit or defense based on like what you're trying to do. But it's something that's overlooked, I feel. Yeah. Next, Elena, the damage dealer, what everyone cares about. I have her sword on there. Attack and magic split pretty evenly. I have her built for magic primarily, and that's because Chaotic Darkness's spirit is lower than its defense. You should always build your hybrid unit like that. Unless you have all the busted hybrid gear, that's how you should do it. I don't have like Florid Hairpin. I don't have Ravenheart. There's another one. I can't think of it. I have her STMR. Have any other Carlet's STMR and Sophia's STMR here as well. And then one that you don't really see often, which is kind of funny, Force Mysterion. That's Lunera's STMR. It buffs 30% darkness, and then 100% physical and magical damage against demons. So it's pretty good. We fight a lot of demons. Demons, dragons, and humans are the most popular by far. After that, probably machines, which we have tons of machine killer in this game, especially global. Friend unit. Let's go over here. Also has Diablos. this is what I'm talking about. Like, this is where if you have all the busts, it was Kunshira's STMR. Um, this this person has all the busted stuff. So, I mean, the only thing that might be better is Florid Hairpin over Ravenheart, maybe. Because then you wouldn't have to have Dark Knight's knowledge. I don't know. It's kind of a toss up there. Just depends. Magic Charger. This person does not need Magic Charger. They just need magical potential. Magic Charger goes 100% with Warrior of the Crystal, and her like inherent passives. She only needs 50% more, not 100. So I'm just pointers to whoever this person is. Suma. Okay, so let's see where we're at. We're at 10 minutes already. So okay, here we go. The way I played this battle the last time is I just did the stuff that the units are best at. I followed Elena's, like, her typical patterns. You just do what the units are best at. There's nothing fancy here. There is a part in the fight where you do have to dispel, I think. Right? Can't quite remember. So hopefully I remember in the fight. So we're just gonna keep an eye on the boss, see what's going on there. So just the generic cover. Myra, we're gonna get her singing her songs, intro, and oh my goodness. Intro and hit single. Sylvie, double the fun, spring cleaning, and Marion, watch over me. Lauren, her big break. Elena, Starlight with Way of Aurora and Celestial Guidance. And then same thing with the other one. You want them doing the same thing. So I'll go over what these do. It debuffs, I think, 100% for light. Buffs fire, ice, light, and dark for all allies. I don't know what the percentage is on that. Boosts attack and magic and damage of certain abilities and fills the LB gauge. So there's that. And then Celestial Guidance. It also buffs certain abilities damaging. And reduces ice and light specifically. So got those two things rolling. Okay. So alright. Myra. Let's see. Interlude. And no, we don't need to do that. Right? No, we don't need to do that. We'll do behind the scenes for CG Charlotte just in case. That's the re-raise ability. Sylvie, triple the fun. We're going to Gracious Night. I probably should have done that last turn instead of the other one. Spring cleaning. Protect Divines. Protective Petals. Lauren, we have to do what are missions? Light damage, easy. That's gonna happen. Okay. Chaotic Darkness, Summit Burst. Okay. Just gonna get these things off. Okay, perfect. Got that off. We're gonna use Phoenix Guard. Um, I think Phoenix is underused. Um, Esper. I I think it's interesting that more people don't use her or it. I don't know if it has a gender specifically. Him, her. The only one we know for sure, I think, is Leviathan. Is a girl, which you don't really find out till the end. Sorry, spoiler alert. Like later in the game, rather. We'll do this just to get the provoke up for sure. Main verse, intro, Sylvie. We're gonna withstand the elements and hop into battle. Going to do that. We're going to triple cast light, Blade of the Crystal, triple cast. That's all triple cast. Light, Blade of the Crystal. Jeez. I forgot how powerful Elena is. Wow. That was insane. I can't believe how much damage that just did. That's crazy. In part because I have Force Mysterion. I mean, I didn't have any killers on him last time. I think I just had Adventurer 5 instead, if you want to know. Okay, so we'll get this thing off again. Myra is going to just keep doing her thing. Sylvie. At this point, we can do that. We can do that. That's fine. Lauren, using her super break. Lena. It's like one of those things like don't fix what isn't broken. I think I was supposed to do Aura Arts at one point. Yeah. Wait, can I not? I'm gonna do that. Yeah, I think I might mess that up. It's okay. I mean, I've already got the boss 42% of the way killed. Jeez. So, moral of the story, use Elena. She just is like destroying this guy. Like it's not even remotely close. Something that's a little concerning is Elena not getting her limit burst, right? Well, that's what we have Myra here for. Playlist for you, and oh my goodness, for you and main verse. I don't know quite if it's time. I know you want to kill it before it gets under 20%. I've definitely done the light damage plenty of times. Let's see, add light on. Yeah, I still have 3 turns so I don't have to re-imbue for a little bit. Did I accomplish all the goals? I definitely did light 3 times. And I'm definitely beating it within 20 turns. It's only turn 5 and he's almost dead. So let's see, I went from 58 to 29, so that's about 30%. Let's see. Fun fact, I've never used the Aurora stuff. I've never used any of those abilities. Because I don't even think you can't even triple cast them. You have to double cast them with Starlight. Interesting. Okay. Speed of light. We're gonna do that. I may be making a mistake here. It's a weaker modifier. Debuffs. I just don't want to mess this up. We're just not gonna chain them, right? Okay. Perfect. Perfect. That's okay. Stay right there. Don't go anywhere. Okay. I think I killed it above 20%, so I can't actually remember what is under the 20% thing. So this will be a good test for y'all to see. Let's see. Put this up. Let's make sure everyone's stop resistant still. Stop. Okay, cool. Full break. Okay, let's see what happens. This is it. I didn't dispel him, so if he like just massacres me for some reason, it's my fault. Okay, he didn't massacre me. But let's see if he has some silly damage mitigation or something. No, he doesn't. Man, this fight seems way too easy. I don't know. Let's see what happens here. Myra, outro, and piercing voice. Gonna do that. Sacred Shield Charlotte's gonna do that. Sylvie, double the fun. Gracious Night and Spring Cleaning. Lauren is just gonna sit there and look pretty. Boom. And that's it, y'all. It just, you just have to follow the process. Like the thresholds, I don't know. It just, I think that fight gets harder the longer you're in it. It's one of those things where you have to get in, get out really quickly. That's my biggest advice. Like, if you're just having issues doing the damage quick enough, then I would just hold off on the fight until you just get some better gear or something like that. Maybe better units. But I really don't think it's a units thing, because the people that I've seen ask about it, because it's been a lot. Like, it's not like one or two. It's quite a bit of people asking about this challenge in particular. I don't know. Maybe it's a gear thing. Maybe I'll do a video where I don't play with any STMRs. I think the fight's very doable without. I mean, let's just take a look at the STMRs that I had. I think my friend Ian definitely helped out a lot. I think she had insane attack and magic. That definitely was part of it. But let's look at the STMRs. Emperor's Ring. At any point was I close to dying? No. So like that I would throw out. Beach Girls. Like, yeah, it's 50% defense and spirit, right? But there's like That's only 10% better than Adventure 5, which I don't have on here. And the water resistance, did it really matter that much? I don't know. It's 50%. So she still would have had 100%. With Sylvie, she would have had 175 after the LB or whatever. And then I think Sylvie's generic thing is 50%. Mic stand, don't need it. Absolutely don't need it. Eunice clothes, don't need it. Shortcake's important. I will give that one. If you just have like a regular ribbon or Lotus Mage Fina's hairpin, then that's one thing. Hairpin of Purity. Noah's Legacy, don't need it. I mean, I'm just sitting here pointing out all the stuff that like Sylvie doesn't have any. Dream of Faith, don't need it. Like, none of these are must-haves for anyone that's like, oh, I don't have this. Imperial Armor, don't need it. Chrome's Fiend, don't need it. Red Hellbore, don't need it. Nagi's hat is perfectly fine. Sophia's hairpin, don't need it. Like, I actually may do another video where I don't have STMRs, because you really don't need that stuff. It's all about the units. Having the right roles filled, with the right, like, and you do have stuff decently geared to where you are able to resist those big hits. Warrior of the Crystal, it's really good. I'm not gonna lie. That one's probably out of all of what I've shown, that one helped out a lot. Force Mysterion, don't need it. But Warrior of the Crystal, it's one of the best STMRs in the game, so that one I can't definitively say you don't need. That's probably the only one though. But anyways, that's been the video, guys. I'll just do a quick, in case you want to see the doors. I've used doors on Elena and Sacred Shield Charlotte. But thanks y'all again for watching. Feel free to like, comment, share, subscribe. Y'all have a great one, and check me out on the next one.